It's Valentine's Day season, so you can either take your date out to dinner, treat them to something nice to eat, maybe take them dancing, maybe go home, have a little private, time just with the two of you. Maybe you're gonna go to see Marry Me and see all the musical things, or maybe you're gonna go to the theater and see Blacklight and see Liam Neeson shoot a bunch of people and punch a lot of people in the face. By the way, Blacklight is the best option out of the ones I just gave you. Blacklight was directed by Mark Williams and it stars Liam Neeson, and it tells the story of a federal agent. He's an assassin. He's done some very shady things in his past, but now he wants to try to get into retirement. He wants to be the best grandfather he can to his granddaughter, be the best father he can to his daughter, and he doesn't want to go back to this life of killing anymore. But the government tries to pull him out for one more mission, a very particular thing they need him to do. He says no, so they tell him that they have taken his family and he doesn't get to see them again unless he does the mission. Now, first of all, Mark Williams and Liam Neeson have done a movie before. They did The Honest Thief, which I was actually a big fan of. I like The Honest Thief, so I was kind of excited to see this one. This movie, though, does kind of feel just a little, kind of like a Taken 4. Like the Taken 4 we never got, in a sense. They even have like a new catchphrase in the movie. You've all seen it in the trailer. He goes, "You're going to need more men." It's like, so we already knew, like that it was going to kind of have that aesthetic to it. But nevertheless, I won't lie, it's a fun movie. I genuinely do think this movie is something that if you're an action fan, you'll find entertaining. You won't think it's the best movie of the year, but you'll be entertained throughout. So, let's talk about the movie. First off, I'm a giant Liam Neeson fan. You put Liam Neeson in almost anything, and I will be entertained. But when you put Liam Neeson in something with kind of a cool storyline like this, then I'll be even more entertained. And Liam Neeson's great in this movie. He still gives off that tough guy, seen it all, man of a million traits kind of vibe. I just love the way his character is written in this movie. He is very sympathetic, and you do feel for him a lot, but he can still kick your butt. I mean, Liam Neeson is getting up there now, and he still looks good in an action scene. Like, he looked great. I really did think that, why has he not been in as many action movies recently? Only gets about one a year. I was like, okay, he's an older guy, but, still, in this movie, he's great. Actually, this movie's really fun, too. Like, nobody's playing this movie like they're doing Shakespeare. Everyone is playing it like they're doing a popcorn action movie. It's those movies where, his former boss will walk up to Liam Neeson and be like, "Are you really a good guy?" Liam Neeson comes back with something that's like, "Keep pushing me and you'll find out." It's like one of those movies. It's just fun, Now, there are problems with the movie in the sense that the plot does get a little draggy and a little weighed down at times. Just sometimes some of the personal stuff gets a little it's just like not necessarily timed the best. And it's not always there when it needs to be. But aside from that, the script is fine. It's fun. It's a great big popcorn film. That's all this movie is. It's not meant to be some phenomenal Oscar-nominated film. It's just supposed to be something where you can sit down and have some fun. And I did have fun. The direction is good. Most of the action is actually framed very well. It's not a bunch of close-up shaky cam. There is some in here which did bug me a little bit, but most, for the most part, is usually handheld or just like wide, and that was great just to see someone actually shoot action where you can understand what's happening in the scene. It's overall, I would say this movie is the kind of action movie that you would be just going through your TV like this and it would be on. Like, it's that kind of action movie. I don't think it'll be highly remembered in Liam Neeson's career or anything. Personally, for me, I like it. It's a good pastime. Like, it's genuinely something that I think if you like action, you're going to enjoy this movie. The stunts in the movie, they're good. They're not the best, but they are good stunts. But you also understand they're trying to make this all work around Liam Neeson, who's getting up there in age now, and you can't have Liam Neeson doing what he did in Taken. Like, he's not going to do that level of action here. but still, everything looks great. Music, typical action music, just kind of that drum stuff. I just there's nothing to talk about really there at all. Overall, though, there's not really much to say about this movie because pretty much that is the basic plot of the movie. You understand that's the plot, and you go and you watch it. You know, and that's about it. So, how do I feel about Blacklight? Blacklight's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I can't say I didn't like this movie. It was a lot of fun from beginning to end. And I'm a Liam Neeson fan, and I'm an action movie fan. So you gave me everything that I wanted. So thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.